Yeah, hello. People keep saying that drip is going to zero um, because they feel that Forex has forgotten about drip and is kind of so much focusing on the animal farm and then left drip to just bleed and die off. I don't believe that's the case. But I just want to play this short clip about drip where Forex talked about drip at the last part of the yesterday AM voice chats or daily AMA updates. So I know that this thing was more than 2.5 hours, so people might not have the patience to listen to the whole clip. Uh, I'm just gonna play this short clip where he addressed the issue regarding drip, what people are thinking, and all those things. And you draw your own conclusion and think if drip is going to zero or drip is here to stay. And I still believe personally that drip is still the best thing that happens to DeFi because drip has made a lot of people millions over the years or 1.5 year. So I don't think drip is going anywhere. The market is just being battered at the moment. If you look at the whole FTX saga, so these things are putting weight on the distinct crypto market and is kind of affecting drip as well. So, and Christmas is around the corner, and holidays and all those things. People are selling and all those just to take profit and buy one or two things. So, I believe everything has its own time. Drip has its own time to shine as well because at the moment now it's the dogs and the pig that are kind of performing drip, but you can tell that those two distinct they are two different ecosystem, but it's still the same eco distinct but two different contract. If you look at every other distinct contract that came out or every other whatever fork you might call it that people form, you can tell that people keep altering the performance of those contracts. Either you are less, you can't sell more than you set some amount at a certain time and all those things. But drip still remain the way it is since it has been since its existence. It's still 1% daily. You can say how many you want to sell, buy how many you want to buy. So I just believe this price is just for a short time. If you kind of know how to play this game, I think this is the best time. This is the best time for you to accumulate and just wait for the price to rebound. As time goes on, you guys are gonna be in profit. Even at this very price, you're still gonna make a lot of profit when you max out. So just listen to this 5 or 10 minutes clip from Forex where he addressed the whole situation.
We're going to do a drip specific AMA next week. Um, and there's, obviously, right, a lot of people, you know, uh, freaking out and, the whole thing about drip. People saying, why are you not paying more attention to drip right now? Have to realize that Animal Farm is 2 weeks old. We just launched Animal Farm.
Yep.
So of course that's where our focus is going to be. It's 2 weeks old. Like we're in the launch phase of it. It's where all the updates need to be. It's where everything is happening right now. And I've been saying since way before we launched Animal Farm that I expected that we would launch Animal Farm. The attention would be on Animal Farm because it's the new thing. There would be a greater profit potential in it. And people would want to be getting into the drip BUSD pool who had drip, so they'd be selling some of their drip to make that pairing and get in. And others may sell drip to buy dogs or pigs or whatever. But this capital is not leaving the ecosystem. It's just migrating from drip into Animal Farm. And if you have properly evolved with the ecosystem, you're benefiting from that greater than anybody. And we're providing more utility to drip, which at first will not result in price appreciation, just for the simple fact that capital is migrating from.
As you can hear what Forex is saying here, the money is still circulating on the ecosystem, but more utility is being added to drip, but it's not showing on the price because of what? More attention is on the animal farm. Until the attention shifts back to drip, the price is gonna be a bit kind of pressed down. But the money is still in the ecosystem. It's not moving out. So I don't know why people are a bit angry. I'm in the animal farm as well. So I'm doing two things. If this one doesn't pay well, which is straight, I kind of compensate myself with the animal farm by just taking some profit here and add to my this thing to the drip, or I take it as a profit. Whichever one you want to do, you just have to know how to play. You know how to play this game, so it's gonna balance one way or the other. That's all I believe, or that's what I believe.
Drip to animal farm, but in the long run is better for drip than doing nothing for drip, or uh, having someone else, do this innovation and not including drip at all. Uh, it's better that we do this kind of, great innovation and create this amazing utility and include drip in it. And over time, it's creating more value for drip than it's a net positive for drip. And uh, we have a couple different products that we want to build for drip moving forward. And when we build these products for drip, that's where the attention will be. The attention will be fully on drip, fully promoting these new products, because it will be, hey, we just launched this product 2 weeks ago, so that's
Yep.
what we're talking about. So,
Correct.
these are long term projects. These are drip is like almost, well, it's like a year and a half, almost
Yes.
2 years old now, something like that. It's at least a year and a half old. So, um, you know, people need to be rational. Uh,
Rational. That people sometimes needs to be patient and see where this thing is leading to, because like what they said, the patience kind of reap the reward at the end of the day. That's why they said the weak hand pass wealth to the strong hand. I know sometimes our emotion play parts. We are not patient enough to really wait and see this thing play out. I've been in the ecosystem for 11 months now. December is gonna be 1 year. So sometimes it gets to your body, you kind of feel it and you understand. Mostly when you have a lot in the ecosystem and you want to be reaping just you want to be reaping the rewards straight ahead. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Sometimes by the time we actually end up selling, oh, I don't want anymore, I'm out of this thing. That's when you are surprised this thing what? It rebounds. They start going up, you now say, hey, I know. But it's too late. Just sometimes just be patient. Some of these millionaires that we hear today, they didn't make their millions overnight. It takes them years to build those wealth. So I believe the same thing is happening here. And this is the right time now to kind of capitalize on this price instead of being angry and throwing tantrum. Sorry about that. Okay, let's continue.
because we take our attention off of drip for a couple months out of almost 2 years to do something which is going to be net positive for drip in the long term, you have to try to see the long term vision with it. And you have to evolve with the space, right? If there is a profit opportunity to be had, but the capital remains in the ecosystem, try to get that edge. Try to evolve with it. But if not, if you just say, hey, I don't want to get involved with anything going on with Animal Farm, I just want to stay in drip. Well, now is your opportunity to take advantage of attention being off of drip to increase your position. So when the attention goes back onto drip, you will have gotten a bunch of cheap drip. But there's the people. I don't want to. There's an AMA coming up for drip next week,
Yeah.
so I don't want to spend too much time talking about it. But People begged me when I initially developed drip, please keep drip exactly the way it is, because so many other projects came and had something similar to drip, and then they did something like change the ROI percentage or
You see, like I was saying, most of these projects out there, they come out with 2% daily, 5% daily, this percent daily. At the end of the day, it's not sustainable. They can't keep it up because at the initial stage, it's just to grab people into their web. By the time they've gotten a lot of investors into these projects, as time goes on, they can't sustain it, and your money is being locked up. What did they do? They changed the contract, trying to bring that sustainability into the ecosystem, but it doesn't work. Look at drip; it hasn't changed. Still the same 1% daily. So that should tell you a lot about drip, about forex. Like what he's explaining, a lot of people came to him and said, do not change the distance. And he's standing by his words. He's made a promise that I'm going to keep it that way. We cannot change it. So, I don't know, guys. So,
make some new referral thing that ended up just destroying the project, right? So I made that commitment from day one that the core mechanics of drip would never change. And I'm going to maintain this integrity, right? And anything we build for drip will be second layer implementations that add value to it. And sometimes these second layer implementations will take away attention from drip when they launch because it will be the new thing. But in the long run, we're just building and adding more utility for drip, and this will compound and this will have a net positive effect. But in the short term, it may cause volatility for drip.
yep.
Um, this is one of the reasons why it's important to me to ensure that drip and animal farm are treated as separate projects, because they both have their own use cases, their own utility. They're completely different kinds of projects. Drip gets gate kept very heavily from DAP radar, from BSE, whatever their rating service, and trying to get articles and all this stuff. It's heavily gate kept, and I want to ensure that this gatekeeping associated with drip does not tie down Animal Farm and does not prevent Animal Farm from being the best it can be. So this is another reason why I'm creating a clear distinction between the two. It's not because I want to leave behind Animal Farm. I mean, it's not because I want to leave behind drip. It's not because I don't think Animal Farm will positively impact drip. It's because I recognize that drip is heavily gatekept for a handful of reasons that are completely unfair, that completely make no sense, such as them saying that it's a multi-level marketing thing and all this stuff.
So, you guys, you've listened to what Forex has to say there. So, I want you guys to draw your conclusion, do more research about the gated this thing that he said on the DAP radar, where they kind of flag drip as a high risk protocol. So, like he's explaining, that it doesn't want the drip this thing negativity that people are putting out there to affect the animal farm, because the two um, projects are two different contracts but on the same ecosystem. So just do your research and find out about what he's talking about there. And secondly, let's just look at this. I want to draw your attention to this one. What's this? It's a Luna Classic. Luna, Luna. Sorry, Luna Classic. Is it Classic Luna or Terra Luna? I think it's this one. Sorry. It's not coming out. So, guys, sorry about that. I'm trying to, even if I want to start now, I just wanted to show you because of the, even though if you look at Lunar Classic today, the price has dropped over 100%, but people are still buying this token. Why? Because it's a community what based project. The community are still carrying it. They don't want to let it go. Look at 100% down from 120 to what? Not even up to 17 cents. You see? So depends on how you see things. Because people might be saying, oh, crypto drip is down, drip is out. But people are still believing. There's a lot of people that still believe on this ecosystem. Just because of 10%, I'm kind of doubtful because of the way the price is going to. It doesn't mean the ecosystem or drip is dead. No. Look at Luna. It's what? 90% down. 100% down, I mean. But people are still buying it, still believing it. Look at Cardano today. Even with all the news, the bullish news, even yesterday they were saying that they're gonna come out with their stable coin. Is it moving the price? No. These are heavy token. Where no token, they stay there. So you guys just draw your own conclusion and decide what you want to believe. If you want to remain in this ecosystem or you want to go elsewhere, it all depends on you. Alright guys, this is my space. That's just a short video for you guys to put your mind at rest that drip is going nowhere. More things are coming to the ecosystem, which is gonna really reflect on the price. So I wish you guys the best and then play safe. Thank you. Bye.
Right? But none